Hello everyone, and welcome to Jadekind Gaming. My name is Bob, and this is the 38th session of the Shadow Kingdom 5th Edition Dungeons & Dragons campaign. I totally forgot where I was. I'm joined here with Vic, or Austin, as Mary, Ryan as Mother June, Adam as Dr. Von Richter, and Nick as Maribel. Quick announcements before we hop into the game. This show will be moving to another channel, which is Jadekind Gaming Presents the Observatory, which is linked below. Please make sure to go over there and subscribe to continue watching the episode. It'll be about 40.
Yeah, session 40 is where it starts over there.
So it's no longer about it is.
Yeah.
So that's it for our announcements. We don't do anything else.
No.
We almost never have announcements. So this is a fun change of pace. Okay, so where we left off, you two are about to get into some stuff, so we're gonna knock out Ryan and Adam's. Oh no, wait, your days are done, right?
Yeah, basically.
Your days are very much done. Okay, well then.
Returning home, being upset.
Yeah, just the saddest of boys.
Designing the level of insanity that I delve myself into.
That looks like Gary Busey to me.
Close enough.
So, what we're going to set up here, which, honestly, if I was decent at what I'm doing here, would have been already set up. But I'm not very good at this. So, we're going to go ahead.
I recall, you are currently not disguised.
No, I am currently not. I'm at the bottom of some stairs. I don't care.
Well, we don't have a unicorn hair winged boy, so...
No, I would be doing that before I went upstairs.
And I think that you're actually on the David Spade right now.
It's like, it really doesn't matter.
David Spade doesn't deserve
The important thing is I'm not wearing my face.
You know what? It doesn't really match anything, but it does make it so I don't have to color all over Adam's things to make him have to clean them. So we're going to go with the Pathfinder flip map. That's a museum. We're going with the museum. It's not a museum, it's a tavern.
Close enough.
But the tavern shape looks dumb. I'm not using it. These are, for the record, great. However, I don't like that one. My opinions are not indicative of Jadekind Gaming or its affiliates.
If you've described a room before looking at what the thing is set up as, then I can get why you might feel that way. Because it's not going to match your description unless you cater your description to it.
Well, in my mind's eye or whatever, it doesn't look like that. So we're going with this guy. Oh no!
Hey, that's actually,
Because this one also has stairs.
yeah, close enough.
It has stairs and rooms, and that's basically a bar, and it's fine.
Yeah.
It looks like a large thing. So, you guys are currently, we'll just say over here for downstairs. And
small.
that's you, and then there's... Oh, those are the monsters.
Well, we have an ogre with us, so...
That is horrible. Grease it or kill it.
It's acrylic.
Statement stands.
Just throw some graphite dust at it?
Oh, this is an ogre. What do
Yes.
you know?
Yeah, it seems like the kind of thing that might come up just randomly, and so it should be easily available right there.
Yeah. This guy, he has one. There's that guy. And I saw one for this. Very kindly have them invisible. This Goliath fellow
Is that other elf?
will be the elf. You know, things are at my fingertips. I don't really...
Yeah, no. You know what? We've made so much progress. And remember, if you just want to use little beads for generics, those are up top on top of the dice thing. Lower, sorry. On top of the dice thing.
That's
That bead tray.
Oh!
There's always that too for generics.
I was looking for those.
All right, I still have spells because I'm a fairy. Not particularly useful spells, but I do have them.
I know the feeling of having not particularly useful spells in a situation. Do you maybe pick your spells based completely on a conceptual theme and not at all for what you might need them for in a game?
I mean, that is generally the goal. You never meta your spells. You take your spells based on personal drive of the character.
Yeah.
Hence, Fireball.
My character's personal drive did not lead to Fireball.
I mean,
I would have had so much more fun in that library if it had led to Fireball.
Okay, so it's you guys.
You can always change though. Just takes time and money.
These are your boys, and this guy. It's there, because that's the door, and he's there. Okay.
Knock.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, Terry can. Terry, your bat? What's your bat's
Tony.
Tony can see him because
Yes.
of blind sight being bullcrap.
Blind sight. You got close to me.
How dare you?
Sneak up on the dragon? I don't think so.
So you guys have some turns to do things before things start coming down on your head. So you have one turn to do things because of the general surprise of what just happened, and then I need you to... So, yeah, you have that, and then we're going to go into initiative. You have one turn. Oh, you dirty whore.
Did that guy cast
One turn, dirty
invisibility again?
He
has greater invisibility,
Okay.
and don't worry about it, you're not there.
He's apparently a much higher level than us.
Yes.
How the hell did he get captured?
And was stopped by a mundane lock.
What kind of a loser got captured with these sorts of spells in his back pocket?
All of his abilities, he was captured in his sleep. All of his abilities are magical. He has no non-magical abilities, and there's an umph in his cell.
Don't worry about it.
I made a BS excuse to point out that it could happen.
I'm just saying, this guy's a loser. Like 100%.
Listen, if you
I
want
had
to go
greater
and
visibility-
investigate his backstory, that's fine, but right now you're
If
wasting...
I had greater
Okay,
visibility-
so you don't longer have an action. What do you do, Nick?
I scream, bail, and start running up the steps till I get to here.
Okay, so... Barrel! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... 30 feet movement?
Yeah.
Yeah, 6. Oh, okay, you want to use your action too?
Yeah, I'll cast my spell next.
You can use your action, or you have your bonus action bunny hop, don't you?
Yeah, I'll bonus action bunny hop here, then upcast fog cloud to level 3.
What does upcasting fog cloud do?
Gives it 20 extra radius for each level
Okay.
above 1.
Just so you know, you can you can kind of see.
Nothing. It's fog cloud everywhere.
Well, you can see like here into this area of the room, but you can't see over this way. Just so you know.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll drop it here then.
Yep, you can see there just fine.
So that gives me radius, so it's 20, so 60 foot radius.
Okay, so here.
Yeah.
Okay, you're no longer a person. You were unmade by science. 3, 4, 5, 6. So here to.
That's 30.
Oh right. So yeah, they're.
And it goes around corners.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
12 spaces.
So.
Like I said, all of a sudden the huge poof of smoke comes out of this
7, 8,
entire
9,
tavern.
10, 11, 12. So like. They're all that
Spilling out into the street.
Yeah, spilling out into the street. The place looks like it's on fire. It is heavily obscured. You can't see too good.
Yeah. I believe you lose enhanceability.
I had enhanceability.
Yeah, when
Yeah.
you're picking locks.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so you don't actually lose an action. I was just annoyed with you. So what do you do?
Well, I disguise myself and hitch a ride on the ogre. Me and you, man, we're gonna get out of this okay.
Okay, so he goes. So I go up the stairs.
Yes. I figured he might be a little hesitant, so I'm gonna help him get out.
1, 2, 3, 4. Well, I actually have to look up something.
It's probably the same speed as everything else. Being that it's an ogre and not like something that moves fast.
Don't worry about it.
Not a horse.
Don't worry about it.
They actually have faster movement.
Do they?
40.
Yeah, they should
Ah,
have
look
40.
at the 40. Nice.
You know, a lot of bigger things too. Bigger stride.
40. Alright, this thing's currently having a hissy fit.
Are you sure we didn't have like a 1 hour rest down there at the bottom of the stairs?
No, that jackass went up and knocked pretty hard, pretty fast.
I would have really liked to set this place on fire on my way out.
Okay, he can't really move forward much more than that because there's some butthead in the way.
I would have really liked to just blast one of these walls with a fireball.
So, where's the exit?
To help sell this.
That's a good question.
This whole
Where
fire.
is the exit? All you see is clouds.
We were in here before. We know where this wall is compared to the outside door.
Clearly, you exited into a different building than you were in before.
Yeah, this was a big prank show.
They moved the entire upstairs while we're
The
in
exit's over here.
Okay.
This is the exit.
The furthest place away.
I mean,
Yes.
yeah,
Literally from where
it's-
you entered, it was the back left corner was
Yeah.
what was described as that. So yeah, that still tracks.
For heaven's sake, D&D Beyond, would you stop being useless?
I use the phone app and it's great.
It's probably the tablet having a hissy fit because of internal struggles.
And it's not useless. Feel free to sponsor.
Like I said,
Burn no bridges.
burn some bridges.
No bridges.
Some bridges?
It's like no bridges.
Okay,
You
only
just
really
spent, like,
bad
1,000
bridges, but not that one. That's a nice bridge.
Yeah.
Don't burn the nice bridges.
No, I'm pretty sure it was the tablet having emotional issues, not D&D Beyond.
Mm.
Primarily because the tablet's never going to sponsor us.
The generic tablet? Darn you, generic tablet. If only you had fancy name brand tablet to be mentioned later if they do sponsor.
Unless, of course, that fancy name brand tablet is Apple, in which case they can suck a dick.
But let's be fair.
Burn no bridges.
Burn
they
a
have
few
so much
bridges.
money.
So much fun.
What are they gonna do with it?
To be
Not
fair,
give it to me.
if we were getting sponsors, we
No.
would get Raid, Shadow Legends.
No,
Yeah, that's true. No, it's Shadow Legends. It's a great game.
I'm afraid they also have standards.
I'm pretty sure they don't.
Hey, we're working our way to be good enough for Raid Shadow Legends.
Uh,
We'll get there.
It's like we both use Raycon earbuds. They also love to sponsor stuff.
I've heard great things about it.
I do like my Raycons.
I don't. I bought generics. They're cheaper.
If only we had a
Express
sponsorship.
VPN.
Yeah, basically any of the
I don't
VPNs.
use
Did any of you use a virtual private network?
No.
No.
Okay. It's
No.
it's a lot of effort.
No.
You have to
if I have to do something sneaky,
go
I
there?
just hotspot the phone because the phone company doesn't care.
don't have to do anything
Unlike the
sneaky.
cable company, they care. They watch your crap. Phone doesn't care,
Okay.
especially when you're pinging some local network. The LTEing it.
As you were running out, there was this pillar. Looked like a pillar. Wasn't a pillar. It was a ram. Ogre. Just mine.
That's right.
Arming
Yes.
your new friend.
I'm like, that's right. You're big. You're in charge.
We got him to sign a contract. Are we recruiting him to the gang? Obviously.
Well,
I mean-
he owns them, so.
Yeah.
Okay.
And no, that clearly isn't the goal. This guy's huge. You don't want to actually put him with the contract. The goal is to use the contract as leverage to acquire services.
Mhm.
So, yeah, as you guys go there, now we're going to roll initiative.
What about other elf boy?
He follows it.
The question is can this ogre now cast Eldritch Blast?
I needed to not roll better. So. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Would you stop it? I swear to God, I'm having tech issues today. Every time I try to do anything, it just is ruined by myself.
That's
I
a
know the
weird,
feeling.
That's a weird way of saying Microsoft.
I would never use Microsoft. I have standards. They're not high, but it doesn't take a high standard to not use Microsoft.
What do you use?
Yeah, I was gonna
Yeah,
say.
you've already badmouthed Apple. What do you?
Some Linux over there?
It's proprietary. No, I of course use Microsoft.
Yeah.
Nope. They recently dropped a patch for Bioshock that made it not work on Linux systems.
Apparently they upset them?
No, it added a new copy protection, which killed its Linux version.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Anti-cheat, BattleEye, Denuvo type stuff, that really hurts Linux compatibility.
Yep, killed it, so nobody with Linux can play right now.
Oh, for heaven's sake.
And this is Bioshock from like
I don't even know.
15,
I just saw the headline
16.
and I'm like, on the one hand,
Okay, this will work.
bad company's going to be bad. On the other hand,
Okay.
Linux users suffer, laugh.
Okay, so let's do 25 to 20.
22.
22.
It's two of them, man.
Yeah. And he got a 22. So 20 to 15?
10 to 15.
14.
15 to 10? Okay.
Just don't mind me. You started awfully high there.
He got a 22. I am justified in where I started. Shut up.
That wasn't the thing I said. It's just not saying what'd you get.
No, I'm having fun. I don't do this very often.
Okay, if it's fun, then yeah.
Oh, apparently it's not
I get a +5 to initiative to tell you how low I roll.
That's
I only get 4.
good
And
job.
so that's from being a bunny.
Okay, so it is now
you
your
get a roll
go.
advantage. Yeah.
You are in a heavily obscuring fog, unless you can see through it.
No.
Okay, then you're heavily obscured in a relatively unfamiliar building. All of those little dots are people.
Mm-hmm.
It's fair.
How big is the exit door?
I mean, it's a double door.
So that guy will fit. Okay, no problem.
Yeah, he'll fit.
What if he was bigger?
He might still fit. I mean, you have to remember this is a society where ogres are not monstrous creatures. They are people allowed in cities, and there's centaurs, and there's Luxanorns, and
Yep.
So
there's
architecture
larger-
is a little bigger.
yeah, architecture tends to be a little bigger in public buildings.
I try to move forward. Do I bump into anyone?
Yes, you do.
Okay.
It's heavily obscured. You can still see. You're just a disadvantage to spot stuff and attack.
Yeah, he's invisible though.
Oh, he's invisible. Yeah, that's true. He's invisible. I was like, you can see these people.
Yeah.
That's fair.
It's like people are spottable. You just can't tell who's who, and all your attacks are
thing
crap.
that says it's a wall, there's no wall here.
Okay.
That's empty.
What about the
And this
statue
is-
of the
this is
dwarf
the
there?
bar. That is not.
That's a
there's-
table?
There's no statue.
It's a table.
There's a drunk dwarf standing on the table.
Yeah. I like your improvisation.
He's preaching about the strength of his fathers.
My father could defeat your father in one-on-one combat.
Oh, I forgot one. Poor little fella.
Okay, squeeze diagonally to here.
Okay.
Okay, so 5.
Yeah, like the walls here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so scoot your hand. I can't see through it. Okay, because there would be a wall here because there is another door here. Never mind. Nope. It's this way. Okay, we're good. So yeah, that wall's not there, but this wall is here. So this wall's here, so we are scooching this way.
Yeah.
That is a wee bit of a squeeze.
And this person's just here now.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, so small, so 10.
There's a table with a dwarf on it.
Go under the table.
Okay.
The advantage of small people.
Mm-hmm.
How many moves can you make?
Action, movement, bonus action for my last hop of the day, so I don't get tax opportunity. So
Okay, so let's see here. You went. So that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50.
Oh.
55, 60. So do you hop here?
I
Or you hop here?
hop there. Then I bunny hop forward 15.
Yeah.
I mean,
okay.
are these guys really just going to stab every civilian who runs past them?
I don't know. Not taking the chance. Just boom. So 5, 10, 15.
Okay.
Fog Cloud's probably concentration.
Yes.
Yeah. So if they hit you, you might lose it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's you. Okay. Vic, go ahead.
I use. Let's see. I'm still I thaumaturgery. It's a raid.
Just super loud.
Yes.
Okay. Deception check.
I don't have to fool everyone. I just have to fool enough people. 23.
Okay. It's not their turn, so there you go. Sorry, I was about to start moving things, but yeah. Okay, you scream out, it's a raid.
Yep. I'm sitting on the ogre's shoulders.
Okay, so that's the end of your turn.
I'm giving him moral support. Don't worry, man. We're getting out of this.
So
We'll
that's-
get you home safe.
That's the end of your turn. Would you not? I'm yelling at inanimate objects again.
We've noticed the pattern.
I was like, yes, I gained an ogre. The best way to move around.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Darn, he's already named. We can't call him Lenny.
I mean, you can call him whatever you want. You just hear, excuse me, sorry. 1, 2, 3. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then E is going to go 1, 2, and hide. Heavily obscured. Okay.
Mm.
So this guy, as far as you can tell, disappeared. Okay, so that's him. That's Ogre's turn. 1, 2, 3, 4. Get on the war.
Who tells the ogre no? Right?
Yeah, that's how far he can get.
Doesn't quite match the bunny.
The bunny double moved.
Mm.
And he just screams, "Get out of my way!" Now, what's about those?
Did Invisibility Guy just end up last?
We don't know where Invisibility Guy is.
True.
Don't worry about where he is.
Should have fairy fired him on the way through. Bam!
So all of a sudden, these guys start scattering like scared little bunnies.
I find that offensive and derogatory.
You didn't say untrue.
No. Did you see how far I ran? I have special movement options as a bunny.
No. Heartbeat going a mile a minute.
Mm-hmm. I'm one with the crowd.
Put your hood up and do this.
The battlefield is greatly changing. I feel that you convinced many of them that it was a raid.
Well, the giant fog cloud plus a 23 deception.
And the sound of "get out of my way" from what is clearly a very large and threatening creature within it.
Then you hear, "Prisoners are escaping! Get them!
Oh no.
I can't see shit through this fog!"
I can't see anything.
Upcasting a level 1 spell never felt so good.
That is something 5th edition did really well with the upcasting options.
It's just some spells don't have mission.
So you hear this, you hear them go, "Cassandra, get rid of it!" You just hear, and the fog fades. As Yeah, she can cast it from there. As one of the casters dispels the magic.
Dispel magic.
Third
I don't even
level.
think she needed it because it'd be the whole area. I don't think she'd even need to attack the focus point.
Yeah, it's
That's
like
right.
I have no idea how you dispel just something ongoing concentration. I assumed just hit it, but
It's,
I didn't know if it was me or it.
Yeah, any magical effect within range.
Yeah.
Magical
Target's
effect
an
is the
effect.
area that it affects, not the person who's concentrating on it.
Okay, so because it reached all the
Like
way back to her.
if you cast haste on Adam, I wouldn't dispel the haste from you. I dispel from Adam.
Yeah.
Because he's the one who's affected by it. So he just dispelled it from there. And now you're facing seems like a bunch of very angry people. And they are going to start attacking the obvious threat of the
bunny?
ogre.
No, Jake.
So this guy goes, buh, buh.
I feel like I should let them kill the guy and then report them to the police.
Okay, so as
That's how
this
I'm doing.
guy moves into the range of the ogre has an ability where it gets to swing on anyone who's moving into their range.
The barmaid's gonna throw down.
Well, remember, it's a gang club.
And he comes over with his large battering ram, just and slams down on top of him, hitting him. Stop that. You suck. Come here. Okay. New cat. Here. Yellow. X. Okay. So he hits this fellow and just four. Okay. So he comes down and slams into him as these two run up and attack him.
What about the nurse?
And they both hit. They pull out short swords that look a little strange from their scabbards and just stab into him.
Like the ballast for throwing those dits.
Okay. I'm gonna need this because he's getting hit a lot. Okay. So he gets hit twice. And then they see this little fairy riding on his freaking back too. So she went 3, 4, 5, 2, 5, 1. Get on my way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
That crowd should at least be difficult.
It
It
was.
is.
Yeah.
It is difficult terrain.
Alright. Just trying to sandbag them as much as possible.
Alright, and this guy stays back there. Alright, so these guys pull out their short swords and chuck them at the ogre. Which that hits, and that hits.
Oh, Sleet Storm won't affect you if you're flying.
Huh?
Neato?
Just because the ice gets all, the ground gets slick, it's a grease spell and difficult terrain, but it says nothing about the air besides being heavily obscured.
Okay. The ogre looks relatively hurt. And this guy, seeing you on his back, shoots at you with a crossbow. Does a 6 hit you?
No.
Well, they miss.
Not quite enough.
Okay. So that's... Yep. That's everyone. So it is now Nick's turn. You are in a crowd of people. You're small, so it's either difficult terrain or I will allow you to do an acrobatics check. DC of 15 to move through them without it being difficult terrain.
Okay.
Unless you have that background that lets you go out through clouds.
Well, these are people, so...
It's a crowd of people.
Oh, crowds. I thought you said
Crowds.
clouds.
Oh.
I'm like, these are... I don't know what that has to do with
Wait,
anything.
first
These are
off-
people.
Why would you need a background feature to walk through a cloud?
Listen, I was confused at the beginning. I wasn't at the middle part yet.
Either that or you could try to clear them by bunny hopping over them. You did.
I'm out.
Oh, okay.
That was my third one.
Hmm.
Forgot what I used the second one on. Because I know I used one with the slimes.
Use the second one right there.
Oh, okay.
You had to move further right here.
Oh, yeah. To get the fog cloud off.
Yep.
Yeah. Do I be a dick and lay down a sleet storm? Probably dooming the ogre.
And right now, are you not just blending in with the crowd all running for a door?
Well, they said get the bunny earlier, so they oh, did just the cloud?
No one said that.
Nope, you got past them while the fog cloud was still active.
Yeah.
They didn't see you.
Yeah. I'm thinking to all them, you look like you're running out with them.
No, they
So
said,
if you want to just abandon your friends, you probably have the chance to do that.
Yeah, no one said get the bunny.
Okay.
they said get the prisoners that are escaping.
You can take an acrobatics check to try to, like, without taking an action to do so. You can just take an acrobatics check to see if you can
Oh,
make it
what?
through
Did
the
our
crowd.
other elf also disappear?
Yeah, he hit.
He's hidden. Oh, yeah, you're right. He's just standing here.
He hid in the fog cloud.
Yeah.
I was not going to say anything because I figured once you guys are out, he would have been out.
So, 19?
Yeah, you need a 15 to make it. You can move through there at normal speed.
Third level fog cloud?
What's the range on it?
120 feet.
25, 30, 35,
It is
40,
absolutely
45,
within it.
55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85.
Yeah, I guess you can. Yeah. Fog cloud appears again. Yeah, and it's like you are now once again in obscuring cloud.
I have no idea who gets that.
I mean, with all those people in the freaking way, no, they don't. Like, do they roll a natural 20 on the one person who's still paying attention to that way? No. None of them see you. So yeah, this entire area is once again obscured in a humongous fucking cloud of fog.
Third level spell slots.
So that's Nick. It is now your turn. Go ahead, Austin. What are you doing? You are in an obscuring cloud.
Do you have heals for your buddy?
God, no. There's literally one flavor of warlock who gets the ability to heal, and that one does not have fireballs.
The theme for
Do you have
Warlock-
abandon and fly option?
I do have abandon and fly.
He does have the option to get some health back if he kills the ogre.
I already have some temp HP.
Oh, okay.
However, right now, you did get a glimpse of where the person that I believe has he fulfilled his job?
Yeah, you
No.
released.
Yeah.
Oh, what are you talking about? I got him out. I did my job. The rest of this is on him.
He is still in the building. If he dies in the building, you didn't get him out. You got him out of a box and you put him into a fire. That doesn't count.
I feel like it at least halfway counts.
Well, you can go
Because you
ahead
did
and
see
hide.
that he's still in there when the fog cloud briefly.
Yeah, you can argue that with your Dread Overlord if you prefer.
Well, I'm certainly not going to fight. It's like there's no way to win this fight. Because there's just too many. So if he's not running, that's him being stupid.
Maybe he thinks there's a back way out?
I mean, there probably absolutely is a back way out.
We just couldn't figure it out because we're dumbasses.
That's true. That is 100% true.
I don't know, you can at least maybe cast something at the other mage.
Can't see him.
Oh, I thought this was a bar.
Yeah, it is a bar.
No,
in a cloud.
You can see them heavily obscured. Disadvantage.
Yeah.
And you can't really like see them clearly, so I probably wouldn't be able
Well,
to
So
see
it's
you-
like
you can
heavily obscured and have cover.
Yeah. You could throw saves at him if you had any save stuff left.
I do, but why? It's not going to kill him. Remember, look at the basic numbers here. We're outnumbered 2-1. Those are not winning odds. I mean, if he hit a guy and they immediately went down, maybe I'd feel okay with it. But a guy took an ogre hit and is still up. So this is a runaway situation. Well, you got this. I believe in you. And I enlarged the ogre.
Okay, read to me what that does.
Doubles him.
In size, strength.
Yep. And it doesn't give him. It gives him no mechanical benefits except reach.
Does it?
Oh, right there you go.
No.
Yeah, there it is.
And
Extra
like
die.
a D6 extra damage.
A D4 extra damage.
Okay, we don't have a bigger ogre, so he's bigger. He has an extra 5-foot reach, and he gets an extra D6.
Doubled. So yes, he's bigger.
Yeah.
His weight quadruples.
Okay, and he has an extra D6 damage.
D4.
D4.
An extra D4 damage.
Heavily obscured blocks vision entirely. A creature in heavily
there you
obscured
go.
area
Yeah,
effectively suffers
I
from the blinded
thought
condition.
so.
I thought so too. I was like, he keeps saying that. That sounds like lightly obscured.
Well, there you go. There's a difference.
So everyone's in here is blind, just rolling at disadvantage.
And his weight is multiplied by 8.
Yep, he's a fatty now.
Okay, well, he's not falling through the floor, so...
He's got this. I believe in you. I fly up with I go up and over. Because
Okay.
I'm already on his shoulders, so I just go up. I'm almost at the ceiling now because the ceiling's only like 15 at the top. So I just go.
And with you doubling him in size, yeah.
Yep, I just fly that away.
Okay.
My flight movement of 30 feet.
Okay.
So like here-ish. I'm like above that guy's head.
Yeah. Okay. So that's them.
Yeah.
Then this
Just-
guy.
You better run.
Comes over. And...
Disadvantage.
Oh, yeah. No, because he's rolling a surprise attack, so he's at advantage, so it's a single roll.
Oh, okay.
It's a regular.
Okay. So, from out of the fog, you just hear this, ah! Okay, and then after him goes him. So he's going to, once your ogre, now big, he big, me angry. He's going to smash at the boys. Okay, he slams down, misses. And then he swings again, and once again misses. Disadvantage thanks to the fog cloud. Okay, so that's the ogres.
Well, hey, look at that. I think all rolls are neutral inside the frog cloud. Attack rolls against the creature have advantage, and the creature's attack rolls have disadvantage. So he's swinging with disadvantage because he can't see. But he's swinging with advantage because the people he's attacking can't see. All the rolls are equaled out, nice and flat.
There are no advantages or disadvantages in Fog Cloud. You just can't shoot into that. They're invisible.
Okay, well, Fog Cloud disappears again as the mage once again casts Dispel Magic using...
3rd level slots, yeah.
Yes. Jesus Christ. At which point, she screams, "Help!" and tries to... Let's see if she...
Wait, isn't there something with casting while melee?
No.
No.
Oh, okay.
She
I think you're thinking like ranged attack rolls.
Which
jumps...
is disadvantage.
Yeah, she jumps on the table, down. Let's see if he can hit her. Which he doesn't.
Yeah, there used to be a defensive casting roll for that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But now you just...
And I think there are some things that have like abilities that let you do stuff if someone casts.
And that's true. If you use a ranged spell attack, I'm pretty sure you get disadvantage on those if you're in
Yeah, if it's a spell attack roll.
yeah.
Okay, so this guy... Passive... You're not hiding.
No, that would take actions.
You're just above him by 10 feet.
This guy grabs his sword and flings it up at you. Okay, he hits. And deals... with 13 damage on a critical.
4 damage. Good
Oh,
job.
oh.
Good job, Temp HP.
Temp HP.
Good job, Temp HP.
Where were you getting yours from?
I killed O'News.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I keep that crap until I get new HP.
Mm-hmm.
Or a long rest, right? It's like a long rest or new
I think
HP?
a long rest rubs it, but I don't know.
Yes.
Either
Yeah,
way,
yeah.
it doesn't matter. You haven't had one of those. You've had a short rest. And then the guy next to him pulls out his sword and throws it at you. 14 hit you?
No.
Okay. Sword into the wall, and as their turn comes to the end, you notice the swords disappear and reappear at their hip.
Teleport?
Recall.
Well, that's the point. He said disappear. So they don't like zoom down, they disappear.
And go back to their hip, yes.
Yes, like their Eldritch Knights.
So they teleport.
Fancy enchantment.
So this lady goes 5, 10, 15, 20, sneaks around behind him.
No!
Sneaks around behind him.
He's much bigger than that.
Doesn't matter, it's just 1-on-1 on either side. That's 3.5 rolls you're thinking. And she stabs him in the back.
Hey man, flanking's fully optional.
Yeah, and they're fully using it. And if you were there, you would fully use it too.
Mm-hmm.
Not against these numbers. This is a suicide fight. It's like if these were regular mooks, we might swing it. But if people with actual class levels that don't die in one hit, it's like no chance. Somebody with 3rd level spell slots, not even close.
Alright, next one.
Although, to be
Down
fair,
front,
he hasn't been eating through some of them.
7. And yeah, he's still up. The ogre. And then
Oh right.
this guy is going to shoot at the ogre, or throw a sword.
Yep, concentration.
And that guy just grabs his sword from his sheath and flings it straight through the ogre's eye as ogre falls over dead. And then there's this guy, because yeah, she cast. And 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and then you're 15 feet up. So he has to get a little closer. Takes out his crossbow and shoots at you. 6 plus 5 is 11. That does not hit you.
No.
So that is all of their turns. So yeah, it is up to the top of the round. Bunny, what you doing? Fuck.
Fog Cloud. Level 2.
Yep, knew it!
Yeah.
Not quite as big.
40-foot radius.
But for the people in it, they don't know it.
Yeah.
So I still drop it here. It won't cover back here. But still, everyone...
The main combatants right there is gonna...
Yeah. And you're gone.
Well, technically, I'm hanging outside the door waiting for Austin to come out in case I need to throw another fog cloud.
These guys are all gone too.
Yes.
These were all patrons that had nothing to do with any of the problems you did. They were just there in case you wanted to throw a fireball, and I wanted to see how many murders you could commit.
Mm-hmm.
If only.
I know. If only. I would have committed so many.
They go in the little tube.
I know. I don't know where I put the little tube. You're going to sit here until I figure that information out. I found the little tube. You're still going to sit there because it's too late now. You had your chance, and you blew it. Okay, so there's a humongous obscuring fog cloud. Everyone is blind again.
Hooray.
Hooray. It is your turn. What are you doing?
Well, I'm just going ahead and... Nah, I probably couldn't get away with stealing them while I'm way out. Yeah, why fuss with it? I hesitate for like a single heartbeat, thinking about, could I rob those blades? Nah. And I fly out. What's that? 10, 20, 30.
Can I steal an Elder Knight's
What's that?
blade?
Dash action. These walls?
Those are booths and tables. They're not walls there. So you can fly straight over top of them.
Then I get down.
Well,
Right line of sight.
Okay, so...
I am small.
Yes, I know that. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 5, 10, 15. So yeah, you can land there, because it's 15 feet down.
Yeah,
I was
that's
just
fine.
making sure you're taking the vertical into account.
Yes, just to break line of sight.
Well, they
I'm wondering if you
can't
roll
see.
damage.
Well, that's the point. Now they don't know where I've gone.
I'm hidden by full cover.
I don't need a hide check.
You hear... Nope.
Unless it turns out this guy's like some super cool melee fighter.
55, 60.
Hopefully this other caster is the same level as me and doesn't have a third level spell.
You hear someone scream out from the crowd, "Block the entrance! He's gonna get out!" 10, 15, 20, 10, 15, 20, 20
Deja vu.
I mean, this tavern's got windows, right?
Not really.
Oh, there you go. That's
It's
gotta be
pretty
a
much
fire.
is kind of blocked in on all sides.
Yeah, I believe the fog cloud ends here.
Okay, and you're like
Outside.
I'm talking to beneath the booth, so. Okay. Okay, so it's back around to Nick's turn. This guy's not there anymore.
His body disappears? Oh my god.
Someone must have looted it.
As you know, when you get looted, your stuff just disappears.
Yep. Okay. So, what's Maribel doing?
Get down low. Like, is the doors just propped open? And I assume these were the doors, or is this the door?
Those were the doors.
Okay.
Yeah, the door's there.
Yeah.
So it's those three spaces is doorway,
Okay.
which open inward or outward. Yeah. So
Saloon
they're open
style.
doors. You're effectively behind a door.
Okay. I get low, peek around the door. Can I see?
No,
Okay.
because you can't
It's a
get.
bad angle.
You have to get underneath the door, and then like you're trying to crawl underneath between the door and the floor.
I thought he was looking around the corner of the door.
Yeah, I figured
Yeah,
the
that's-
door was out
it's,
here. And,
It's open.
yeah, I figured I'd walk to the end of the door.
Yes,
get low.
but you didn't say that.
Yeah.
You said you looked under it,
Okay.
which is
Get-
not around.
You
Yes.
can figure all sorts of things.
Yes, I am leaning down and around the door to try to look in.
Okay, that's
As in
a
he's getting-
perception
yeah.
check. Which
Oh,
is
yeah.
an action. It is your search action to
Yeah.
use a perception.
That way you're not peeking around at eye level.
Yeah. So 6 plus 8. So 14.
Yeah, you can see him.
Okay. So
I'm literally just right there.
so you're almost out. Can I spot other?
No.
No,
Fog
he's
cloud.
within a
Fog
fog cloud.
cloud.
Some
Oh, yeah.
jackwagon cast a fog cloud. No, you can't see him.
So yeah, I'll poke back in, get ready to. I'll get 30 feet down the road so I can still see in the door, so I can pop another fog.
Okay, there's a building on the other side there, so you're basically
Oh.
up across. You're like across the street, lean against another building. So you're about 25 feet away from the front door, but there's another building that your back's to.
Yeah.
Okay.
So away, try and look casual. Unless
Very
everyone's-
Bugs Bunny.
Yes, people
everyone's-
are running out of this building. They're screaming and fighting, and you're just like, what's going on over there? Okay. Okay, just
okay.
casual. Super cash.
City looky-loos.
I'm just, you're just super cash. It's fine. Okay. So, that's next turn. Maribel, what you doing?
I get. Yeah, if I move forward to the. Because I'm no longer in a fog cloud now.
No, you're not.
But you are disguised.
Yes. I'm
Are
going to
you
try
disguised?
to stealth my way out.
Is disguise concentration or
No.
not? Okay.
It's one of the. It's the only reason I use it so much is it's not concentration. Thank God.
You are aware that this is like not full walls that you're behind.
Yeah.
So trying to stealth your way out when they can clearly see you as you're moving in plain sight.
Hey man, I'm hoping that they just don't look exactly at me when I slip through. Like they got distracted by a noise or something.
Like
The point is, I'm making the effort to slink out low to the floor, hover mode.
That is a good point. He's at essentially like a booth. Maybe he can pick up like a cup and throw it and distract them or something like that.
Would you like to attempt a distract action by throwing a cup from a place that they can see the cup flying from?
Well, no. I'm just
Okay,
making
that's probably a good idea.
I'm just going to try to stealth mode by flying close to the floor and leave.
Okay, so when you get about here, you trigger 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Yeah, you trigger their held actions.
So they held actions to attack if somebody appears in front of them.
One of you two, yes. Because they saw you and they saw the other elf escaping. These are the guys who were already throwing things at you.
I guess.
They are at disadvantage because they're at the long range with their swords.
And they did distinctly not move as far as they could have, I noticed, when they were like, get to the door, but I was like, they didn't move as far.
You know, they didn't do a full, they didn't do a double move.
Yeah.
You rolled double 4s, so one of them misses, and the other one got an 18 and a 17, so I'm pretty sure that hits you.
2 hits.
No, it's 1 hit, because they're rolling at disadvantage. Because
Oh.
you're at long range for their swords. So you take 6 damage. As okay, you can now finish the rest of your move. Which is
Wait, does that mean the sword doesn't disappear immediately?
no. You currently have a sword stuck in you.
Neato. I take the opportunity to put some blood of my blood on its handle,
Okay.
and then I leave.
Okay. As you run out.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You're trying to give them your blood?
Well, no, the advantage is that's proof that they stabbed me. They might clean a blade. They're unlikely to super closely clean a handle that got a little bit of blood on it. I'm just saying, when I come back here and sick lawyers on them for the blatant murder of patrons, which will probably have no actual impact, but cause them a lot of paperwork. And I'm okay with causing them inconvenience.
Okay, so that's your turn, and now it is.
But yes, murder's against the law, you know.
Oh no. Yeah, fog cloud ends here, doesn't it?
This space.
Okay.
Goes up, goes, maybe not.
Good job, you procced those,
Yeah, it really is. He's only getting hit with. Nope, he's getting missed. 60, 55, that's 60. 70, 75, 80, 85, 90.
Dude's pretty quick.
Robes, baby. movement, action, bonus action.
That's true. Dash.
They get double dash. Yeah. Okay, and then it's the bad boys' time.
5, 10, 15, 20, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 10, 15, 20. They scream, hey, he's over here. 20, 25.
See,
He's escaping! He's escaping!
He tries to get on the table and falls.
Ha
30. 15, 20, 25, 30. She's still in the fog cloud, being slow. Oh, yeah. He's going to use his bonus action to dash. Stand up, and then just double.
Try and get on the table again?
No, he walks around.
If at first you don't succeed.
Yeah, he basically had to use his bonus action to move 2 more spaces.
He's like, half movement's gone.
Okay. So, stab, shoot. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Disadvantage throw. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Disadvantage throw. Okay. So he's getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 attacks against him.
Yeah, dude's got bad decision-making progress. He went for the assault
Mm-hmm.
in the middle of the action.
No, he went the wrong way.
Oh, he's just dumb.
He's never been in this building
Yeah, he's
before.
never been there before and it was obscured!
Yeah.
He didn't get to look at the main room before all this all happened. It's like, oh no.
13.
And this place does not meet fire codes.
No,
13.
Hey, at least the doors open outwards.
that's true.
22, 25 for the first hit.
Because that was a pretty uncommon thing before
Yeah, before
Fire
people burned
dice.
to death. Yeah.
before all those tragic murders at Coconut Grove.
Oh, this is not good for him.
The
Because
source,
it's easier to secure a door that opens inward.
yep.
So that's
Yeah, but when you have a crowd of people pushing against an inward opening door, it don't open.
Yep.
And they all burn.
Jesus. This guy has been critted twice this attack round.
Like half of our fire codes all come
Because the
from
people at the back that don't realize what's going on are
pushing,
just-
so you end up with a big press, so nobody can get out because nobody can open the door.
Because you gotta do this.
It's like a pressure problem.
15,
That's why all doors have to open out.
18.
That way, people press, they just kind of push the door open.
Okay, he's looking very, very hurt.
Shoot,
Hey, but, he's up. Good for him.
I think he's got more HP than the ogre.
No, he doesn't. This is the first time he's been hit.
Oh, there you go.
Okay,
Like the ogre took it
misses.
down.
Misses. Oh god, he almost got crit for a third time. 5.
They like you. They really like you.
Okay, because that was 1, 2, 3. Miss. Oh no, that one would have hit.
Damn it, come on, man. Just make it to the end of the round so I can do something awesome on my turn.
Oh, that was too much. Okay, he's still standing.
Yes!
He looks incredibly hurt. To your bunny eyes, you basically seeing the guy you went to save running towards a door and just like get.
He just starts bleeding out of nowhere.
Yeah, there's like a
just
short
blood just
sword
dripping.
stuffed into his abdomen out the other side. And that's all their turn. So, Nick, it is your turn.
Can I make eye contact with the guy running?
He's 40 feet away from you. I don't see why not.
I mean, you can sort of, but his eyes are looking a little glassy. They might not be focusing
Yeah,
in the right direction.
he's 40 feet away from you. So,
Yeah. Can I point to the right without giving up my action while looking at him?
you can just point.
Yeah, so I point to the right.
Pointing is not an action.
Okay. So I make eye contact, I point to the right. And then, now, bear with me here, I drop Fog Cloud! It's only 20-foot radius, so I drop it here, so it covers him.
Okay, he has to succeed on an insight check. And you get a disadvantage persuasion check.
Oh.
Which I'm treating as deception, but it uses your persuasion stat because I'm betting that's higher than your deception.
Yeah. Well, they're probably the same. I'm guessing 5. No, 4. Yeah.
Nice.
No, that's reception. So 4.
Okay, he rolled above that, so it's a 50-50 chance which way he goes.
Either way, there's a
He's
fog
not
line
gonna-
scare him.
He's not going to get very far before he's out of it, and you'll see which way he's going.
Yeah.
It's a much smaller cloud.
I go to the right and start booking it.
Okay, so you do your 30 foot movement to the right, or 35, or whatever you got. 30? Yeah, 30. Okay, so, Mary.
Yep.
The guy you've been sent to get out of the bar is not out of the bar, and he looks like he's dying. And
Well,
now there's a huge fog cloud
yep.
in your way. What do you do?
Tony, take up stock behind the bar, like somewhere where they won't spot you. Just like just tell him to find a place where he can stick himself where he's sort of just out of the way.
Okay. What's Tony's bonus to stealth?
I don't know. He's a freaking bat.
Okay, well, have
Like-
Tony.
like
I don't know.
4?
I don't know why I'm rolling it. Yeah, you roll Tony's stealth check.
I was like, I'm gonna guess it's like a 4.
I don't need that anymore. He's gone.
He gets +2.
There you go, +2.
So yeah, go ahead and roll a d20 and tell me what Tony gets.
Unless tiny creatures get a bonus.
Nope.
They only get their listed stuff.
Yeah, if so, it's listed.
He gets 12.
Okay. That with the +2?
Yeah.
Excellent.
And
Okay.
roll a 10.
Okay. So Tony goes, super hello hand boss. Squeak, squeak, squeak 'em.
That's
Okay.
And otherwise, let's see, so there's a building the other way.
Yeah, about 25 feet behind you.
Well, you know what Eldritch Blast has? 120-foot range, so I am very comfortable getting much further away from this entrance.
Okay.
Preferably, like, across the street on top of a roof,
Okay.
behind, like, a chimney.
You can get 20 feet over and 5 feet up, or are you going to double move?
Double move.
Okay, then yeah, you can get
I'm
on
not
top
going
of
to try to shoot nothing.
You can get on top of a roof, but you're not, like, over the peak, as it
Yeah.
were.
The point is, I just want to get out and up.
Okay, so he disengages. So 5, 10, and then he starts running. Okay. High or low?
Hi.
Okay.
Obviously.
So he starts running left,
That's fine.
out of the fog.
Either way, I'm cool with it.
And these guys are spilling out into the street. And they can really see him, so they're now running left after him. So,
So you did get him out of the bar.
It's like, by every concept of the completion of this quest, I have succeeded.
So they
You did a
all
bad job.
they all run out there and are running to the.
left.
And I hear them go by.
No, you're 30 feet away.
Oh.
I mean, you can do a perception check. Yeah, just listening, because you can't see them due to a huge fog cloud being in your way.
Yeah.
Well, it's not huge.
Do Harrington.
It's 20-foot
sufficient.
radius, so it's actually bigger than huge.
It is enough to block them when they are on the other end of it.
So my passive's 18.
Which is, what'd you roll then?
I rolled a 4, and that's why I feel passive should be, the floor.
Nope, that's
No.
why you go
Yeah.
levels in Rogue, man.
And I was also wondering if a Harrington's got advantage.
Keen hearing.
Yeah.
Nope. They don't have increased
Hearing.
senses. They are not Judy Hopps.
Well, is it to my turn?
Yeah, you just rolled a perception check.
I meant just passive. Did I hear them go the other way?
Oh, no.
Yeah.
It was your turn.
Okay, it's my turn. Drop concentration, look down the street, see them, cast fog cloud on them.
You can't. You used your action for a perception check.
I thought that was a passive. If you...
I told you to roll a perception check.
Yeah.
You told them to roll it.
Yeah, he said, can I hear him?
Yeah, I meant from my passive. If I just heard people stomping down the street,
Generally
No, you wouldn't have heard people stomping down the street, though.
then say that.
You didn't ask that. You said I'm trying to hear him.
No, I meant them. I did not want to take my action doing that. There was a miscommunication.
Yes, there usually is.
Yeah.
You forget to add all the words sometimes.
Yes. So I couldn't hear that, so I dropped concentration. Do it. See them going that way. Can I cast, or did I use my action foolishly?
You can cast.
Okay.
They just run straight through the cloud, but you can cast it.
Yeah. Well, the idea is I drop it in front of them between the two groups. Well, no, I drop it on them so they can't see me either. But it stops them for a round so they can't start throwing swords right at the beginning of their next turn.
I mean,
It gives him a brief chance if he goes before him to duck into an alley or
Yeah, that's true.
if he's smart enough to use it.
They're all running in a group, and spike growth gives difficult terrain.
Unfortunately, he cast Fog Cloud.
And I don't have that spell slots. I've already used all of my 3s and 2s. That was a level 1.
You see all of these people come out into your perfect shooting gallery, and then Fog Cloud.
Neato.
Yeah,
Alright,
and
it's my turn, right?
Yeah.
How far away are they? So now they're in their
You gotta start
They're
telling
about
people when it's their
45
turn.
Yeah, it's 45 feet. Yeah, I just told them what happened.
I don't need to target a person to fairy fire that area.
Okay.
So I fairy fire that area.
Dex save.
That's right, dex saves. Or get sparkly.
What's your DC?
16.
Oh, you dirty.
16 on a bunch of rogues.
Okay.
Is there a follow-up to this plan other than, I can do it?
No, there was literally no follow-up.
Okay, the lady carrying the beers. Oh, no, she's not in the cloud. Okay. I thought she was there.
No.
She is not.
Fairy fire is only like a 20-foot area. Yeah, 20-foot cube.
So a quarter of my fog cloud.
Yeah.
Okay, so one of them has succeeded. I've got 4 natural ones whilst rolling.
Neato. That's what they get. That's right.
To be fair, you just wasted so many of his natural ones. He's going to be 20ing us the other half the night.
Yeah.
I've already rolled like 4 natural 20s this session too. So
He rolled it on this guy.
yeah, that guy got hit with 3 of them
Yep.
in a single turn.
By the way, I just yelled, I'm like, who can't throw for shit and looks like a whore? You guys! And then I continue flying away.
Is it because they're sparkly?
Yes. Because they're covered in glitter.
Okay, so you no longer assist this guy at all.
I mean, I'm sort of flying in the same general
He
direction.
just tried to
as-
aggro them.
Okay.
He just worked to aggro.
Oh, no, I was just being petty.
He worked to
I'm
aggro.
just being
Worked to
petty.
aggro.
Okay.
I'm just being petty because I can't fireball them. Because, God, I wish I could fireball them. I would fireball them and their whole building so hard.
Okay, so
Hey, we want that
Because you
building.
get 2 spells, right?
I tell you, yeah.
And Misty Step and...
Yeah, I used the Misty Step.
What was your other one?
Invisibility?
Oh, yeah, invisibility.
Yeah, invisibility.
okay, so they're continuing down the street after this guy, and they're both kind of moving even keel.
And they're sparkly.
And they're sparkly, yeah.
So, because they have dash actions
Two.
bonus.
Yeah, they're all. It's just a bunch of rogues, except for like her and this guy both fall behind.
Mm-hmm.
The crossbow man was a fighter. The rest of them are friggin' rogues. So yeah, there's a group of people just running down the street after them.
Like, if they're still within the 120-foot range, I do
Fog
the fog
cloud?
cloud again. If so, I do. Then I just
Just try to make
leave.
them trip.
Yeah.
Okay, they seem to move straight through them.
Yeah.
All it does is give the guy a brief chance that if he is clever enough, he'll
If
duck
he's
an
lucky
alley.
enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's all I'm hoping for. They're brief chances of maybe.
Well, since you did it, Nick, go ahead and roll me 2 d20s. We'll see if he survives.
19 and 5.
Okay.
Maybe we'll find out later.
So, where do you guys go? Are you still following him?
Well, I'm slower than they are.
Okay.
Even with a double move, I mean, the only advantage I have is I'm flying. So I might have an easier time keeping an eye on them, but they're probably all booking 90.
But, okay, so you do catch up
Yeah.
with them eventually?
Well, if they stop moving at some point.
Yes, they have to hide a body.
No, there you go.
Well, we did all we could. We got him out of the bar.
Yeah, that's tragic.
I don't know. Keep track of the body. Maybe, you know.
Well, yeah, we bring him back to obviously Dr. Richter.
Yeah, he has to do this on random person for the next 2 weeks.
They are picking up and moving the body. And some guards do come to investigate, and there's a little bit of talking, and the guards walk off.
Makes sense. But yeah, I figure out I just try to keep my distance, and I try to keep as much distance as possible that I can still watch them from.
I mean, you're flying, you can keep pretty good distance, but you will need to be stealthing around things. So I need a stealth or disguise from you. Are you, like, trying to be a fairy, or are you following them on foot as not a fairy?
I'm being a fairy.
Okay, then I need a stealth check from you.
21.
Okay. As you're flitting from building to building, making yourself acquainted with the tops of this part of the district,
Yep.
you fly on back. And they
Might
bring
be useful to find where they put their bodies.
they bring the corpse back into the building.
Oh.
Hey, you got eyes in
Get
there.
up on top of the building, snuggle into a corner.
You got eyes in there.
And as you get back around the same time as they do, Tony does report that they're taking the body downstairs back into the basement.
Neato.
Where they resurrect it, put it in the jail cell, and you get to start again.
Or, I forget, were you one of the people with the bag of holding?
I don't have a bag of holding.
You need to borrow a bag of holding to stuff a body into. Because, didn't we buy a bag of holding earlier? How much were they?
Gatto had one.
Yeah, Gatto bought one.
Yeah. I don't know, if you type in bag of holding into your giant sheet, it will just show me the price.
Would you like to go and try and buy a bag of holding?
No, I don't have that kind of money.
400.
Yeah, got that one. Otherwise, yeah, I don't. I have Tony stay calm and still in there, and I'm going to go ahead and start heading out of the district. Every minute or so, check back in on Tony to see if anything's they come back up from downstairs. Because once they come up there, I imagine they'll want to complain about this absolute boondoggle of a rescue, and I want to eavesdrop. Once I'm outside their district, though, I get up on a roof and I start taking a rest.
I don't know. Do you still have your bag of holding?
So, as you're taking your rest,
Charging up 2 fireballs.
yeah, so you're taking your long rest, I take it?
No, I don't need a long rest. I need a short rest.
Okay, so you're not going to sleep either?
No,
Okay.
I'm sitting here. I'm keeping an eye on the situation.
Oh, Tony goes, I think I've been spotted.
Well, I wouldn't be able to hear him. I'm too far away for telepathic communication.
Oh, well, one of them looks up and just goes, and just throws a sword at him and kills him.
Attack roll. It has an AC.
Okay, does a 19 hit him?
Oh yeah, definitely. It's got like 4 HP at most. Probably less.
Well, he takes 10 damage, so...
Well, they killed that poor bat.
Cost you 10 gold.
They did. Those assholes. Well, go back to finishing my rest.
I head back to the bar.
Okay.
I was like, I feel safe on this roof. I'm going to wait until I get all my spell slots, and then I'll come back.
Just poke head indoor. Fireball! Fireball! Fly away.
I'd like to say, though, you definitely learned from your last character. When things go down, don't stick around.
No, shit's real, man. I mean, he randomly killed an old lady and almost lost a character.
He randomly killed the old lady and then stayed there and waited for the guards.
I I didn't know I did anything wrong.
I didn't understand.
I was pretty sure she was dead when I got there.
Diplomatic immunity. Come on. This is just a cultural misunderstanding.
She was already undead when I got here.
Usually my people throw our old people off a cliff when they get to that age. I thought this was an oversight. Okay, so the night passes. Dawn approaches, and you all awaken.
Well,
Sunday morning.
does Mary go back like an hour after that and firewalk?
Oh no, I don't do that. Right
Well,
away.
either way, you're not there.
Yeah.
No, I'm not leaving my safe zone until I get my spells back. Then I'm leaving and back to base.
Oh, then you're going. Okay.
So yeah,
I just want those in my back pocket.
Gotcha.
So as you hide and rest for about an hour, no one bothers you on the roof because you're on the roof. I mean,
I'm small and I'm on a roof.
Yeah, I mean, it's late at night. There's a couple of Aarakocras that fly by. There's an owlkin that flies by. But for the most part, people leave you alone.
Also, like, all the roofs here are super pitched.
They're not super pitched. They just happen to be pitched.
Yeah.
Regular pitched.
I also imagine them with cast iron fleur-de-lises just lining the top for some reason.
Because you think it's medieval New Orleans, not fantasy Kentucky?
True. I do need to look up Kentucky pictures.
It's fantasy Kentucky.
It's horses.
Horses. There's lots of
Weather
horses.
vanes with horses.
It's magical fantasy Kentucky, I'll have you know. That's the name of this country.
There's a bunch of dead people's sisters underneath the buildings here.
MFK. The country of MFK. Magical fantasy Kentucky.
I have it written down and underlined.
Of course you do. Why aren't you helpful?
But I try so hard.
And yet. Okay, so the next day dawns. It is Sunday.
Gambling day.
It is gambling day. Where are my notes?
I still had one more pocket fog cloud.
Just so much area denial.
No, I finally figured out. I also had Sleet Storm, which was difficult terrain.
Fog cloud with slippery ground.
Difficult terrain, grease, fog cloud. Which, if I didn't do the second big one, I should have done that after the freaking ogre went down. But that would have trapped him on the other side of that. And now we also have the knowledge that the Balance Blades can openly murder people in their district, and the guards will not care.
Yep. Or they're just really good at lying. Yeah, no, he's just drunk. Yeah, we're just taking him home to sleep it off. Here's some money, go away.
Yeah, I don't even... Did he see them hand over anything to him, or just they talked a little and walked away?
They seemed to talk a little and walked away.
Yeah. Didn't even bribe the guards.
Where if so, the guards are already on a bribe. They're already on a roll.
When I buy a guard, he stays bought.
Well, it could just be a regular source of income.
Yeah.
He's just drunk. He seems to have multiple swords through him, and he's bleeding all over the place. Yeah, really badly drunk.
Really drunk.
He'd fail.
Waking
What
the
were
birdies,
the
man.
2 D20s for? Like, if I'd gotten over...
Luck 12s.
Oh, those were attacks, weren't they?
No.
They were like luck checks.
No.
What were
Oh,
they
just
for?
higher lows?
No. You need to succeed on 2 stealth checks.
Oh. Well, I mean,
The 5 didn't make it.
he could have made me roll them. That would have been worse.
Well, he's dead, so I don't know if it could have been worse.
It would have been the same, not worse.
That's a good point.
I don't know. Do you sleep or daydream or whatever? Get yelled at by your patron yet?
Hey, I did my job. Found the guy, got him out. I don't know. You said he was special, but he apparently beefed it hard.
But I did send you an ogre.
Yeah,
And I told you to stop sending me shit.
Did send him an ogre. Big, dumb, useful.
Took a lot of swords to the face.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it's Sunday morning.
Yeah.
Morning meeting.
Alright.
I don't go.
Okay.
busy hiding out.
Alright. Have Molly and Hammerstein finally returned?
It is Sunday, so they would have.
Wunderbar.
And it's been less than a week since you got back up.
Yeah.
Am I missing one? Yeah, I was missing one. One of my notes was enough.
Yeah.
I have a note that's specifically for what all the lieutenants are doing and how, and whether or not they're succeeding or not.
What was that?
Mary already... didn't they already get back?
No.
No.
Nope.
Oh, that's Mary, not Molly. Okay. Oh, okay, yeah.
You have them in the sheet for whether they're succeeding.
When they're doing stuff that interacts with lieutenants and affects the lieutenant's behavior, I do have notes in here. For that.
Okay.
What stat was what stat was Abbott tied to? Wisdom?
No, wisdom would be Hammerstein. Or not Hammerstein, the doctor. Because that's a healing stat.
Who's con?
Jake.
Jake?
The
I
enforcer.
thought he was strength.
I mean, the stats don't really change anything. It was just how I thought of it as having 6 lieutenants as they're handling certain specific areas.
Okay. I was just trying to remember who was tied to what.
That was important until they had personalities and
Yeah.
were individuals.
And that was just my way of mental accounting when I was creating them.
Mm-hmm.
So, Sunday comes and Mary and Hammerstein are at the table when you guys get there.
Oh, I know I'm there.
Molly and Hammerstein are at the table when you guys get there.
That's new information.
Yes.
And they're leaning back, and Molly just looks like exhausted. They both look super freaking tired.
But there is a yank here. Does she react to that?
Oh, that's true.
Yeah,
He came back while she was gone.
She's been gone, yeah.
I mean, Yank's not here yet.
Oh.
No.
Yank's with Adam.
No. Yank has a room there.
Oh, well, he's not in the meetings. Unless someone goes and gets him.
I'll go and get him. I would spend my day at the Red Horse. I'll go and get him.
Okay. So you bring Yank into the meeting room,
Mm-hmm.
and Molly just kind of looks up and just goes... Jumps off her chair, runs up, and just running leap off the table onto Yank and hugs him. And Yank just sits there,
Hugs are nice.
a little confused, like almost pulled out hammer and smashed. It just pats her on the back and goes,
No, Yank, wrong kind of smash.
"It's okay. It's okay." And she just kind of goes, like, kind of embarrassed, jumps off him and just drags him over and has him sit down.
I do believe we got him dressed up in a zoot suit, too.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
he dresses himself.
Mm-hmm.
While he's not present, we can thank Richter.
Hmm.
Anyway, so
Reports.
for the two of you, how did your day go?
We did a jailbreak from the Bounce Blades, and we got really, really close to pulling it off. We're
That's right.
almost sure one elf got away.
He's dead.
No,
Well, no.
invisible.
Oh, yeah, that guy, probably.
Oh, the other guy died?
Yeah.
I thought the fog clouds would help.
They murdered him in full daylight and told the guard to ignore it, and they did.
night, but yeah.
Yeah, it was the evening light.
Okay, well, did you get a good look at the blades as they were killing your man?
Yeah. There was a guy with a crossbow, someone who can cast counterspell, a bunch of rogues. One of them was a barmaid. I believe one of them was a cat person.
Okay.
Basic decisions based on their minis.
The counterspell lady was Red Wizard of Fey, I think.
So, how many of them were there?
What was that, 7?
Yeah, 7. And those were just who were in the bar at the time.
Yeah, little murdery.
Mm-hmm.
So 7 balance blades, 1 caster with
Counterspell.
Magic.
You know what I just
Dispel
remembered?
magic, yeah.
Yeah, you don't actually. You know the magic was dispelled, but you don't know what it is because you're not an arcane caster.
I have dispelled magic.
And there's no difference between those spells.
Oh, okay. Never
Yeah.
mind.
It's magic.
Still couldn't see her do it.
No, but
There's
Huh?
exactly
Yeah.
2 things that kill. Well, technically 3. There's 3 things that kill magic. It's pretty reliably that second one because it wasn't counterspell, and it's dreadfully, hopefully not the other one
Or you
because then we'd all be dead.
technically one that make there 4 because
Counterspell, dispel, anti-magic field.
and wish.
That's true. Wish. That's true. Those last 2 you don't want to see. You don't want to spot those last 2.
Just casually wishing away my fog
Those
cloud.
are some big red flags.
So I just
Did
now
you
remembered.
cancel my level 1 spell with a wish? We should run.
This is gonna be a good time.
No, we should stick around. It was clearly a bluff.
He
Gato.
cast wish.
Gato was in that
Can't do it
jail. And
twice.
it wasn't that expensive to buy him out.
there is another way that you can cast wish more than once.
That was an option, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
That was the easy option, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
I just thought of it.
But
But you're not there to tell us of our stupidity.
Nope.
We are not the brain trust.
Apparently, neither am I.
I'm glad that you guys survived. Did you take any of them out while you were getting out?
No, we were running.
No, I was all out of fireballs.
Well, that would have just been kind of bonus.
I did learn fog cloud, really great spell.
I could do that today, though, if we were looking to kill a few.
Well, thinning their numbers down would not be bad.
Is our
don't-
lawyer man here?
Yeah.
And I'm like, so the multiple public murders and telling guards to ignore it, probably in enough of a gray area that we can't touch them, but we did own one of them, so maybe we can make them pay us for his death.
He like picks up the contract, opens it, and goes, "Now, I didn't think I'd have to explain to you about how buying souls isn't okay."
Well, technically, that's just a subcontract of that contract. The main contract is all above board.
Are you telling me how to read a contract?
Yes?
This is like, you know, when you go to those boards that people can post stories on in different bars and stuff, that I'm sure you've read it. You can go there, and this looks like the law advice that I find on those.
So, pretty good. I mean, it's got a lot of support.
Incorrect.
I don't know. One of the elves said that one also made the ogre give up his reproductive rights, and who would think that goes in a normal contract?
I just wanted to see if you'd sign it.
You're a dick.
It was the bargaining chip for us to remove things when you said no.
I've never had anyone sign it before. It's kind of a lawyer joke.
But yeah, poor.
I swear you added stuff in. I read the contract that wasn't there.
You initialed it.
But yeah, poor Link. He didn't make it out.
I'll go ahead and warn you about. I would keep any of those contracts hidden around my people, since.
Well, obviously.
However, there might come a time where we might have to take one of your contracts and put it into somebody's possession.
Sure.
Given the gang activity at that bar, would the guards be super caring if someone just fireballed the crap out of it and ran?
I mean, remember, the guards in that district work for them.
And it's one thing to kill gang members and other criminal elements. When you're shooting flames into buildings in cities that are notoriously flammable.
What if I had guaranteed way so it didn't catch fire?
If it was raining.
Well, I could cast Sleet Storm in after the fireballs.
That's true.
That would work out great. It would show a level of care. It would keep the higher-ups aware that we handle things with some level of sanity.
Decorum!
But just be aware, when you escalate things, things escalate.
Yeah. If you tip the apple cart. Anyway.
Just, the aggressor makes the rules.
Well, I mean, the rules are currently kill on sight.
Yes, but if you change the rules to fireball their buildings, the
They might come
aggressors
over
make the
here and
rules.
fireball our building.
I suppose that's a distinction I don't readily understand.
We don't want our building fireballed. We're not escalating to fireballs yet.
Like, I don't know any buildings.
Anyway, something that I was able to learn during my day is that it seems like talking to the our friend the innkeeper here is that Sir Baileyman is the one who was personally involved in the quarry situation with the mages. So I imagine that this is actually the thing with the soup kitchen and him supporting it. It's a racket to keep the people who would have been working in the quarries out of the position and from unionizing or getting back in there.
No, I don't remember that. I just remember Bob saying a night. Did you ever say Lord Bellymont?
No, he didn't specifically call it out, but it putting two together.
And getting to 5, I was like, I hope it's 4. It makes sense if it were, but I have no corroborating evidence.
Well, we can say that maybe it's another night.
Yeah.
But the odds of 2 nights being involved in one slum district seems unlikely. Not impossible, but unlikely.
But yes,
Molly goes, so, you are correct. It is in fact Sir Baileyman, as I followed Gustav around for the week. He goes through a shocking number of whores. Like, you'd think he'd have a favorite. But he met with the guard captains, he met with a lot of his men. He went into his house the next morning and was pulling chests out. Not sure from where, but in his house there was apparently a couple chests he had pulled out and moved them. One of them he went and threw into a fire and just burned up a bunch of papers. Then he went into the Fancy Pants district after changing and went to that night dude's house. Was in there for about an hour and a half, and then he left looking, I guess, displeased. Not truly angry, but not like the world has showered down upon him with joy. Then he kind of went back and started checking over a bunch of stuff, making sure that all of his guys were fed, just basically going through and making sure his troops were ready. So he seems to be preparing the slums for an invasion.
Mm. Okay.
And that's all I saw between me and Hammerstein.
Okay, so that was his blade to blade. Did you find any particular points in his day where he'd be vulnerable during his routine?
I mean, he generally doesn't have anyone else with him when he entertains his ladies of the evening.
Where does he go for that? Is still in the slum area?
Yeah.
Okay.
At his home, which now has people around it. Poorly hidden to me, but people. And there's more activity in the sewers.
Alright.
People activity or troglodyte activity?
There's troglodytes down there. I guess people.
Yeah.
He leans over and goes, "What's a troglodyte?"
Stinky claw monsters.
Well, I guess the people who ran into him.
Yeah. Well, stinky claw monsters.
Okay, and so he entertains the whores at his house, but he's got some people guarding him now.
Only a couple, but I think they're more there to raise the alarm.
Does he have any places not in his house where he's not being followed around?
Didn't seem like it. Pretty much everywhere he goes, he has at least one or two guys with him.
Okay.
Not an unmanageable task. But he's skittish. He's wearing armor now.
Mm-hmm. Well, the thing that we ended up having to deal with is the fact that he had some sort of magical tablet that he was able to break even in an area of silence that allowed him to teleport out of our grasp.
Silence doesn't stop you from breaking things.
Well, triggered magical.
Yeah,
weapons,
that's why I'm bringing it up.
What kind of armor is he wearing?
Some kind of leather. It's dark.
Mm.
Seems to have a shimmer to it. Well made.
Magic armor.
You're not there.
Probably.
You're in your room sulking.
The only way to make up for it is to find that poor old lady's family and kill them too.
Because it stops them from being sad.
Yeah, exactly. They're probably super torn up right now. You got to reunite that family.
Why would I care about that?
Because it'd be fun to do.
Anyway.
You're not where he's sulking either.
Get him on his shoulder. You should burn them all.
So, what about our other lieutenants? Anything to report from them?
Jake reports that there has been an increase in guards in the slums.
Increased guard activity in the slums?
Not guards, as in like.
Oh, mob.
Oh, he used to work on the guards. Sorry, he would have said that he found a couple of them at other bars, and he bought a few of them drinks, and they're like, yeah, basically orders from higher up is that you walk straight through. He doesn't want to deal with the paperwork, as he calls it.
Oh no, Jake was working on picking off people who are
Gang members, the lookouts.
Yeah,
Oh,
the lookouts.
Well, then he does report that there's an increased number of people.
Did he get any?
He killed 2.
Was one of them multiplicity?
Who?
The guy who's multiple guys.
The one that I have.
No, that guy's never existed. Your
So-
insistence upon it. It's ridiculous.
So that's Jake.
Doomstayer's thing that he got done was just yesterday, right?
Yeah. He's sitting there, bunny slipper hanging barely off one foot as he's sipping it. He goes, "Oh, right." He reaches behind him and he grabs this case and he just poof, drops it on the table with a rattle and goes, 30 vials of acid.
Very nice.
I don't know. Well, what's the strongest single vial of poison, most concentrated poison you could make in a week?
Oh, that he could make. Yeah, that's a good question.
I could make a pretty strong poison. I mean,
No.
Bundle up a little satchel, probably about halfway over where the normal meeting time, and send the Badger towards the meeting. Let me know if he gets there before they've dispersed. Specifically, though, he's looking for Spartacus, who may be there anyways, but...
okay, about halfway through the meeting, you just hear this, like, not a gentle scratching, but an obnoxious one at the door. Spartacus gets up, goes and opens it.
Yeah. The Badger has, like, a little satchel that it's carrying, a letter.
Oh, hello. Then stop biting me. Just let go. Let go. Here, have bacon. He opens it.
It's
Flip of hoarding.
yeah. It is. Oh, I'm gonna try half that much. Nope. It's 30 gold, and just a list of some basically the magical ink kind of things that I need to copy spells.
Okay. So paper, ink.
No paper.
No paper, just ink.
I don't need
Okay.
paper.
So you were asking him to get you 30 gold worth of
Yeah.
special ink.
Yep.
Yeah,
Alright.
just give it to Spartacus.
He goes.
That's who the Badger is delivering it to.
He opens the letter, looks at it, closes it. I'll be right back. Walks downstairs. Would you? Thank you. Good night. I'm having all nature of issues. And you just hear, Piper, come get this. And he comes back in. Sits down.
I don't think. I think that Doomsayer still needs like a week to make those vials of acid. I'm pretty sure he just did his delivery of stuff yesterday.
Okay. Yep, you're right. Sorry.
Yeah, Sunday's usually when we get our paycheck if he was making weapons.
Which you guys sold the weapons last time, right?
Yeah, so this was just our stuff.
No, last time, which was yesterday, we got cryo grenades and Epicac.
Oh yeah, you didn't. So,
Yeah.
So, Nick, quit lying to me.
It's alright.
Right.
Next Sunday. Not just Sunday.
Well, next Saturday.
Okay. Alright. Stephen Abbott looked into the quarry a bit more, and it is under a solo contract to a Stone Magus Incorporated, which is currently doing all the quarry work there and has been doing so for a while, and a number of other quarries in the area as well.
Are they the sole quarry in the kingdom, or just...
Not the only one. There's a lot of different quarries, but they have most of the contracts.
Okay. Well, make sure that they're informed that this company is going to be somehow connected to the Knight Bailymon.
Who are you informing?
Steve and Abbott, since they're looking into the quarry.
Yeah, that's what they told you.
Oh, no, I thought Molly told us that.
Molly told you that Bailymont was involved with Gustavus, and they were working together.
Okay.
And that he was the one who was financing it, but yeah.
Okay.
They're sitting there.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just making sure
You're
that
just like, hey, tell him again. That one looks stupid. I don't think he was listening. Tell him again. No, they were there for that.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just making sure that we're all kind of up to speed on what we know about the quarry situation.
With the quarry one, did we get confirmation that the owner was Lord Bellymont or Knight Bellymont?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
That he runs the Stone Magus organization.
Okay. Now all the dots are properly connected.
Anyway, so what do we have as far as like avenues to influence who runs that particular quarry? To Steve specifically, to see if he's got any suggestions.
I mean, you can form up a union or a group and try to undercut the contract.
Do we know who owns the actual rights to the quarry?
It's a kingdom quarry.
Oh, okay. So we would be petitioning, I guess, the royalty to...
Or is Minister of Interior?
Someone, but we'd also be going against a noble to do it.
Mm-hmm.
So even if we could undercut them, could we undercut them enough to where they would just say, no, we still want the noble to get the money, not you peasants?
I mean, maybe.
Yeah, because
Maybe it's just
I don't know. People have been complaining.
it's someone that doesn't take any look into it at all, and it's just lower number. Take it.
well, that's right. Have we seen anything like the nobility being super,
We've had very limited interaction.
Yeah.
You've had almost no interaction with any of them.
Yeah, okay.
The closest thing that happened was at Yank's execution. The head of the guard was there, who's a proper noble in her own right. And your guard captain for the Red Horse District is knighted, but he's minor nobility.
Mm-hmm.
He's
And
landless and poor nobility.
Hardly noble at all. He probably even personally knows how much a banana costs. That loser.
Yeah, that's
He's
right.
exactly noble enough to look down upon for his misfortune.
Okay. So
that's Abbott and him.
yeah, so it was figuring out either
I think
figure
we
out
have
a way to
Spartacus
deal with Bellymont, or Spartacus was doing mapping of the above ground
Yeah.
of the two districts that were looking to invade.
Yes, he was looking into the sewers for the balanced blades. Was the last thing that he was on.
No, I had him doing the surface for the balanced blades and slums.
I had him doing the sewers for the balanced blades.
Okay.
Before that, he was getting javelins. Let's see here. Oh, no, there it is. He already did that. Because he was just connecting the sewers to the top in the slums to where the exits were on the bottom. He was working on connecting the map that he already made with the other one.
Yeah.
It was made top side. Which he already did that. That's how you guys got to the guy's house.
Yeah.
Well, that was what he.
Yes, he did the sewers, and Spartacus did the top side. And then melded the two maps so that you had where the sewer entrances are. You can see that on the top side maps as well.
Okay. So, but he's now currently working on sewers for balance blades.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Given their levels, do you think 2 fireballs would take out any of those guys?
Probably. Unless they're quite a bit above us.
Or just pocket counterspell your fireball as it comes in?
That's something they could do, yeah.
If they can target him.
Yeah. And
Oh, yeah.
they're within 60 feet.
Yeah.
Yep. And
60 feet and can target.
and have to see it be cast.
So
But I don't have selling spells, so it's not like I'm going to hide it.
Yeah. Well, you could just be outside the bar, just shoot as far in as
Well,
you
yeah,
can.
obviously you just fly by. Good old just a fly-by bombing.
Well, you want to do it twice, because I don't think one would drop anyone.
Well, no, it's just about sending the message of setting their business on fire.
No, okay.
Plus, it would spread through the district, then that'd be great, right?
Well,
That's their fault, yeah. They should have taken more
Well,
precautions.
it's the balanced blade area. It's probably a lot less flammable than garbage streets slums.
Exactly. See?
yeah, but we were told, it's like, if we do it right, like, fireball them, but then put the fire out, maybe the guards don't care so much.
Good point. Put on the Balance Blades outfit, go to one of the neighboring districts and firebomb those people.
Yeah, you can always stir stuff by dressing up as one. Anyway. So,
Figure out who makes their blades, leave one at the scene of the attack.
So what do we want people working on?
well, Abbott's got Hammerstein and Molly are resting today. So,
Yeah. They have exhaustion levels.
Yeah, it's like,
Okay.
so they're resting. We can basically leave Spartacus to his own devices.
Yeah.
Abbott needs to run the gambling. I don't know if Steve wants to.
Continue just picking people off? No, that wrong guy.
Yeah, that's the lawyer.
I'm gonna take you out.
Poor Steve. Stephen Abbott.
And now their credit is going to be ruined.
Yeah, that's pretty much all the information you can get on the Quarry of the Stone Magus Corporation.
Okay. I don't know. Steve wants to work on getting us some sort of more detailed information on what we can do about Baileymont.
Okay.
That seems to be where we
How we can interact as peasants with nobles.
I mean, it's like, yeah, figure out a way that we can interact face with that guy.
Or at least how we would legally put in a bid on the work.
Mm-hmm.
What do we want Doomstayer doing?
He's over.
Doomster's working on acid.
Oh, that acid is for next
Yeah,
week.
Jake's murdering guards. Spartacus is still working on sewers. Doomstayer is acid. Steve is looking into Baileymont. And Molly and sleeping.
Mhm.
Yeah. It's like, yeah, that's everybody.
And,
Abbott is. Oh yeah, Abbott's working on gambling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Abbott doing gambling today.
and say to Mary, I guess, let me know if your one guy says that wasn't enough and we have to go do more stuff.
I don't know. If Abbott, if we put in another 3,000 for you today, would that allow you to get additional influx from the gambling?
I mean, probably. I could always. I mean, we could increase max bets. That tends to make people a little excitable.
And it's like, yeah, it's like I can give you from the gang funds an extra 3,000 to up our whatever limit to 8. And it's like we won't cover the full 10, but we might be able to make some more of that money back quicker if we invest in it now.
I mean, yeah, usually.
So we do that.
It's much nicer being in the house.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I win every time.
I don't know. How often do we do it on credit and have to break knees?
Huh?
Credit?
I don't know. Do people gamble outside their means and stuff?
Oh, to beat them for failing to pay their debts.
Yes.
Oh, Abbott doesn't take them.
Yeah. It's like, no,
Yeah.
I'm only getting what I'm actually getting. I'm not chasing your butt down.
That's smart bet taking.
Mm-hmm.
Don't take bets when people can't pay.
I was instructed to not take bets on credit.
Okay.
Yep. No.
I mean, it's only an idiot who would just sign contracts and gamble away their rights.
Little man, I will stab you.
I mean, we could find you a ladder. As he's hiding behind Spartacus. My faith protects me.
So,
Literally. He's pretty sure Mother June will kill you.
Not just for a little stabbing.
The other thing that I've come up with as a possible idea for us to be making a little bit of money is one of the parts of our agreement is that the ladies over at the Gilded Garden were going to give us full access to a list of their clientele. We might be able to... Personally, I want to leave the bachelors alone and out of it. I don't really mind what they do. But for married men, I think we might be able to use this as an opportunity to blackmail them and have them pay a fine for their indulgences.
Would it be a general knowledge check to where is just going to a horror house something most people do? Or is monogamy a huge cultural touchstone here to where that would be just...
Monogamy is definitely a cultural touchstone here.
In Kentucky.
In
the MFK?
Yes. Magical Fantasy Kentucky. However, I'm pretty sure your deal with them is blackmail material, not a list of names.
Yeah, so we would be able to get blackmail material based off what they have. So.
Yes, which is not just, hey, this guy comes here, go blackmail him. It's more like, hey, this guy has a line on, I don't know, a sword shipment or something like that. Or like, hey, I'm looking for information on X, Y, or Z. Or I need an inside guy in this area. Or this business. Is there anyone who comes here who works for them?
Okay.
Yeah, if I recall, I think specifically they didn't want to just give you all their clientele.
Yes, they specifically said no.
Alright. Well, maybe there's something that can be dredged up from what they've got.
I don't know. If we'd pay a % back, just have them give us a good lead of have us go beat them in or threaten them and then get money. And
Huh?
Well, if they're...
What are you talking about?
If they have blackmail material on a guy and they're not using it, they give it to us, we pay them a little back, and we go blackmail them for money.
No, that was part of the agreement. We don't pay them back anything.
No.
Yeah, and it's not just, hey, I know this guy did a bad thing, go get him. It's, you have to request information for them to hand it to you.
Mm-hmm.
No, you can't just, what do you got in the blackmail folders today?
Yeah. No. It's more like we need someone in this industry, because they're not trying to destroy their own business.
So the way we go about that is we start asking questions about industries and see what they come up with.
Okay.
Anyway.
I'm not there to suggest people that work in quarries.
I was going to say gym shipments, but...
Gem shipments?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like weights and
weights,
treadmills,
kettlebells, but not the 30-pounders. Those are specialty.
Yep.
Alright. So what are you two going to get up to? More balanced blade stuff?
You don't need, I'll probably spend the day with Huxley. Tomorrow I'm going to try, if stuff doesn't come up, to hit that smithy. I don't think they work on Sunday, and I need them going in and out.
Today's.
Yeah, I don't think they work Sunday.
So you want to go today?
No, I need them going in and out of the back of the shop.
Oh.
He doesn't want to go today because they're not there today. He wants to go when they're there.
Okay, I could have sworn you said I don't need them going in and out. Is
No,
that what you
he's
heard,
sneaking
Gerald?
through as a mouse.
Yeah, I'm sneaking through as a tiny thing. I need them going in and out and opening the door.
Yeah, I
with
know.
the key.
I heard that the third time you said it. The first and second time, I'm pretty sure you said don't.
Oh.
Okay.
No, that I do.
Alright. Break.
Okay. around this time, there's a knock on Dr. Richter's door.
Mhm.
There's a small halfling who hands you satchel, and then it just turns around and leaves.
Are we getting to meet today, or?
Yeah, we can go with you today.
Sure. I begin the process of carving Expedious Retreat and Alter Self into my body.
Okay.
And basically scar tattooing with the inks to make sure I have those in my secondary spellbook.
Okay.
Your flesh.
Yes. It's harder for them to take it away from me.
That's true.
Expedious retreat and what?
Alter self.
It's not really scar tattooing, it's just regular tattooing.
It's regular tattooing with I have to get the ink in there, so it's using a knife to open layers of skin to get it in.
Well, I imagine it's
Could
you,
just
so
use
you're
a
using
needle or one of your... You have flesh working tools, which includes needles.
It might just be him being...
Which is still putting it under the... Which is still...
Yeah, and you could
Yeah.
also do thread tattooing where you dip the thread in the ink and you run the needle.
You know
through
a lot
with
more
the
things
thread.
about it than me.
Well, it's a...
I don't know if my character does or not. Regardless, I'm putting it in my flesh.
You probably would. It's a Norse style of tattooing.
Yeah.
A couple of them spells that I don't have to have material components in order to do.
Okay. So yeah, where do you put it? It has to be somewhere where you can read it.
Most likely trying to put Alter Self on core, Expedious Retreat probably on thigh.
Okay, so it's facing you, and the core one is just like here
Yeah.
or here.
Yeah, it's whatever, find a spot that, it'll be underclothing when dressed, but yeah, it's... And it's whatever, arcane sigils and weird things anyways.
And like numbers, and
Yeah.
it looks like the thinking meme.
Yeah.
So that takes a
Couple hours.
couple hours. Okay. I figured we'd get you done because you didn't get to do a lot during this this particular one.
No.
But that
No, I'm still broken.
sulking. Yes.
This boondoggle.
So we will get to Mother June and her insanity next time. So like, comment, subscribe, go down and click the link and go over to the Jade Kind Presents the Observatory. Subscribe there too. Notification all. Buy our merch. We have that.
Technically, yeah.
I don't.
do?
Yeah, there's shirts.
Nice.
Yeah.
You can go and download Planetary Fragments PDF. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, that's
still
what
available?
Drive Through RPG. You can download it. That's free.
Yeah.
Or
Well,
you can
there's
buy
a-
the physical version.
Yeah, you
Is
can-
Jan Monk still on drive-through?
Yeah.
Yeah,
If
so
you
we
want
have a
it.
lot of past campaigns that you may or may not have watched on there for more information on that. You can go, you can go and do that.
Plug everything!
Tell
You're really
Raycon
milking it now.
Tell Raycon to give us a sponsorship. Tell Apple that they blow. Thanks. Bye.